Yesterday, woke up about 70. This morning, 44. More of that in a minute. So what's up, guys? As I mentioned this morning, it was very cold this morning when we woke up. Kind of unusual. This area in Texas, I guess during this time of the year, it takes a little getting used to. So, one day it was 90 degrees. The next day, this morning, I think it was 44. It was cold. But nonetheless, we are on the road. It is another day, and we are heading to a new town. Like I mentioned, we are en route to Amarillo, Texas. We have a few things lined up in Amarillo. Myrna's done a little bit of research. We're going to check those things out. We're going to bring them to you like always. And whatever else pops up of interest, we'll share with you guys. All right, so we technically made it to Amarillo. Sort of, kind of, but maybe. We're trying something new, and we're going to bring you guys along for a ride. If you see behind me here, we're in a truck wash, a Blue Beacon. I've heard about them on the internet, on YouTube. RVers come in here all the time. I'm going to give it a shot because the RV looks like a dust ball, and they won't let you wash in the RV parks. So this one happens to be like less than a mile from our RV park where we're going to be for the next 4 days. So we really haven't arrived yet at our RV park, but we're going to give this a shot. All right, so we are in line. We are number 3. They have 2 lines going. We are number 3. There's one in there right now. This is pretty cool. We've never really been in here. All I've done is a little research. I've followed, or I got some information off of one of the YouTube pages that I follow, You, Me, and the RV. They come through here all the time, or they come through Blue Beacon all the time. Let me see how this works out. I've never done it. It'll be a first. All right, so the gentleman came outside and asked me what I wanted. First time here, I don't know. They're going to do the truck. They're going to do the trailer. Then when you pull in, you got to get out and you got to go inside or whatever. I don't even know how much it costs. I'm going to find out now. All right, so away they went. They're going to town. I wish I could see what they're doing to the RV, but I got a truck in front of us. They called me in. They immediately started working on the truck. They're not even close to the RV. But I'm going to tell you right now, both the RV and the truck needed this really, really bad. All right, so we are done in the Blue Beacon truck wash. Tell you right now, it was $70 because I asked for the works. I got all kinds. I got undercarriage done on my truck, Rain-X all over, the whole thing. It came out really nice. I'll show you guys a picture. But it came out good. I'm impressed. All right, guys, so good morning. It is another day here in Amarillo, Texas. Again, this morning we woke up to the weird weather here in Texas, which takes a little getting used to. Yesterday it was in the 80s. Today, this morning, we woke up to 44 degrees, which is why I'm wearing a little fleece. We are heading out this morning to a new adventure. So I am wearing my famous hat from last season, and those of you that follow the channel know, if I'm wearing this hat, it can only mean one thing. That's correct. We're heading out to a hike. We're doing the first hike, the actual true first hike of season 2. We're going to be doing that hike at a place called Palo Duro Canyon State Park. Stay tuned. Made it to Palo Duro. Sorry about the wind. Very windy area. We made it to Palo Duro Canyon State Park. The first thing you encounter once you go through the gate is some longhorns. First sightings of Texas. Check it out. There you go. Pretty interesting. This was definitely, there was no way that we were going to pass this up. Myrna immediately pointed him out. There you are. Right, so we're at an overlook, which happens to be right adjacent to the visitor center. I'll be perfectly honest with you, right here over my left shoulder is a little bit of the canyon. It really does it no justice because you have no perspective on camera. I hope you can see a little bit of it. It is it's pretty impressive. I can see why they call this, by the way, the Grand Canyon of Texas. And this is just the first overlook. This is the walk. All right, so we made it to Lighthouse Trail. This is the actual trail that we came to Palo Duro to do. First of all, let me give you a little background. Palo Duro is about 31 miles northwest of Amarillo. This trail that we're doing, Lighthouse Trail, is their signature trail. It's about a 6-mile round trip. Right now, you notice my fleece is off. Myrna's still sporting her fleece, but it is 80 degrees or 81 degrees when we got out of the truck right now.
Quite windy.
Now, this trail is marked as moderate, but so far so good. We'll bring you guys some epic pictures and some video, I hope. As you can see, it's not a very remote trail. Obviously, being the signature trail, it draws a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the trail. And this is what we got to see for scenery. All the way around, red rocks everywhere. I'll be honest, couldn't ask for a prettier day. Not a cloud in the sky. Really nice. All right, so like I mentioned, we're on Lighthouse Trail, which is a 6-mile round loop. There are, by my calculations, because I didn't see it written anywhere, there are about 27 and a half miles worth of trails here at Palo Duro. I don't know how big the park itself is, but that's a lot of trails. So I'm coming up to a very interesting part of this trail. It's a straight up shot. Check this out. Straight shot, straight up. And the interesting part is you could see the layers in the red rock, and it just gets bigger and bigger off to the other side. You know, I mentioned it a second ago, but honestly, couldn't ask for a prettier day. It's windy. It's a little bit deceiving. It's about 81 degrees, but the wind makes it feel actually a little bit cooler and bearable. formation right off the trail. Very nice. As you can see, and I think I already mentioned it, but I'll mention it again, very popular trail. It's not like it is a Saturday out here, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out here in the trail. So if you're looking for solitude and by yourself and doing things by yourself alone, this might not be the trail for you. But like I said, it is the main trail here at Palo Duro. So aside from the wind making it a little bit bearable, every so often you run across these nice shady trees that you could just step under, get a little shade. They're pretty cool. The whole trail has a bunch of these. All right, again, pardon the wind, but just to give you guys a little perspective, I'm not sure if we're halfway or whatever, but you see those two little peaks right there, which aren't very little when we get up to them? That's where we're heading. There's a lighthouse straight ahead. I'd say probably still another mile and a half away. There it is, those two peaks up there, that's what we're aiming for. Most of the trail has been just like this. They did claim it was moderate. It is, pretty much. We haven't really encountered anything difficult. It's a good walk. It's definitely every bit of 6 miles though. All right, so once you reach a certain point of the trail, about 2.7 miles, there's a split. Hello.
Hello.
There's a split in the trail. If you go to the left, it's more of a climbing. And if you go to the right, it's about 10 minutes longer, which is what we chose, but a little, remains a little bit more moderate. Hello. All right. So they say the last 0.2 of a mile or 0.3 of a mile looks something like that Myrna is going through right now. And they say it's well worth it. I'll let you know, and you're going to share it. You're going to see it too. This is right about the time that I was glad we didn't bring the dogs.
You're making it. You're almost there.
This is the hardest part.
Yeah, this.
Yes.
Yeah. This one's the hardest part, and then right when you're getting to the tower, that little climb is.
Go for it. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna try and video this and share it with you guys without falling. Although if I do fall, I promise I'll include it.
And yes, for those of you tough guys, that's me huffing and puffing. Oh boy. And by the way, they told us this was the easy side. I think they lied. All right, I'm gonna have to concentrate. Can you see a path? Maybe to the left?
Are you trying to say that we came up the wrong way?
I have no idea. We saw some people coming down this way. All right. I don't even think we're all the way to the top yet, but look at this, how spectacular. All right, so we made it past that quite steep climb. Kind of made it cool though, kind of made it interesting. We're back to some flats. There's our lighthouse right there. Very interesting hike. I can see why this is the signature hike here at Palo. Spectacular views, and I think it's a friendly enough trail for just about anybody. I mean, if you have knees, hip issues, or maybe a little bit extended in your age, I'd reconsider. I will tell you this though, it is a dog-friendly park. I have seen a bunch of dogs on the trail, although we did not bring ours because we didn't know exactly what to expect. All right, we made it to the top. Look at these views. Again, there's no reason, or it is obvious why they call this the signature hike. Look at these views. Although the wind is unbelievable, unbelievable. Look at the side of this, straight down. Spectacular. Look at that. All right, so we made it to the top of Lighthouse Trail. Epic views. It was awesome. Something else that's kind of cool about this particular trail, we met some really nice folks from Oklahoma, Cassie and Dylan. Here's a shout out to you guys. It was a pleasure meeting you and a pleasure talking to you guys. Hopefully we'll see each other again on another trail. All right, so we pulled over. Because the weather has changed a little bit ever since we left the top of the mountain. I don't know, pretty hot, right?
The breeze.
Yeah, it's definitely 80 plus, definitely in the 80s. Feels now like the 90s because all that crazy wind we had earlier helping us out because it kept us cool is gone. And we have a mile and a half still left.
We got this.
All right, so we are back in the truck, done with the hike, Lighthouse Trail. It was pretty good. It was a great hike. Like I said, moderate up till you get to about the 7/10th of the first 3 miles before you get up to the peak. Then it becomes very, very rough terrain. Nonetheless, we did it. We had a good time. I mean, a lot of people that hike always tell you that you need to be prepared. Today was a good example of why you need to be prepared. We started off, it was 80 degrees or 70-something degrees, but it was breezy, so it was kind of like a teaser. Right now, it is 96 degrees, and the wind stopped. So you better have the right amount of water, and you better be prepared. But nonetheless, it's one item checked off our list. We had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Honestly, I don't believe video or picture will paint a true picture of the beauty here. It's a very, very nice place, great views, and we try to capture as much of it as possible and bring it to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So what's up, guys? Good morning again. It is another day, but we are still here in Amarillo, Texas. As you can see, I'm wearing, again, one of my fleeces. Woke up this morning, 44 degrees, after being, I believe, 82 yesterday. I don't know about getting used to this weather here in Texas. Sorry for the bumpy ride, by the way. But, yeah, very weird weather here in Texas. But nonetheless, we're out on the road again today. We are heading out to a new adventure, and I'm going to share it with you guys. We are on I-40 heading west. If you guys have ever traveled out here in this area, you'll know that I-40 in some areas is the new Route 66, and in some areas it actually becomes Route 66. For those of you that aren't familiar with Route 66, very famous route. It was also highlighted in the movie Cars. And Route 66 runs from Santa Monica, California to Chicago, believe it or not. Some people have actually done Route 66 all on its own, one entire trip. And I believe that our future holds such a trip. We might do that ourselves from one stretch to the other. But nonetheless, today we're going to go to a Route 66 attraction here in Amarillo called Cadillac Ranch. There are a bunch of cheesy, if you look at it, there are a bunch of cheesy roadside attractions along Route 66. This one's kind of cool. This one's kind of interesting. And I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. So check this out. All right, so we made it out here. If you can see right here, that's my truck. That's I-40 going across, and this route right here is Hope Road, but that road right there actually is Route 66. I-40 is right on the other side of it. So very cool. This is called Cadillac Ranch. I'll flip around so you guys can check this out. It's literally right on the highway. So there you go. This area was developed, I believe, in 1974. By an Amarillo millionaire. It is 10 Cadillacs, and they are, I guess, dug into the ground head first, and they actually encourage graffiti on them. We're going to head out there and check that out. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 Cadillacs dug nose first into the ground, and graffiti is actually encouraged. I love it. I love it.
Don't have too much fun.
Stop. Today we brought the pups with us. Just see the paint on these cars has to be several inches thick. Very cool. Very interesting. This is one of the many Route 66 attractions. Look at the paint on the differential, how it is so thick. It is so thick, it is gooing off. Look at that. Well, I don't have spray paint, although we can get some because they actually sell it over there. But I'm gonna do a little something. I'm gonna do a little something different. Since graffiti is encouraged, I wouldn't normally do what I'm going to do today, unless there's others in place or it's okay to do graffiti. Watch. All right. Well, since graffiti is encouraged, check what I did. Now, honestly, I don't know how long that'll last. Somebody's gonna spray paint over that within 30 minutes, I'm sure of it. But for now, I got it. We left our mark. So they have been putting so much, look at this. Look at the paint. How it just, that is too cool. And it just so happens that, look what we got, look what name we got right there. All right, guys, so we are back at the trailer. We are done with the Route 66 little excursion that we had today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty neat location, pretty interesting location. And just like that one, there are a bunch of other Route 66 attractions. I believe either between now and Santa Fe, we're going to run across a few, and between Santa Fe and Arizona, I think we're going to run across a few. If we do, obviously, I'll bring them to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is going to be the closeout for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole video, and we will see you at the next one.